Craig, it's 2-2 draw here against Maidenhead. Does that feel like 2 points dropped?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think we said at half time we didn't start the game well enough. It seems to be a common theme at the moment, and we're asking why we have to ask players to have a bit of desire to get in the box, and why we have to, at half time, give them instructions that they've had before the game again to come and have a second half performance. So we feel like it's 2 points dropped. I mean, we had enough chances here today to win the game, and we just didn't put them to bed, and we didn't score the clinical goal. And again, we made two mistakes that led to 2 goals.
How disappointing is it, though, that you take the 1-0 lead and then only a few minutes later you're back level again?
Yeah, it's disappointing. Look, they'll say as well that was a lucky goal. She didn't mean it. She crossed it. It come off the outside of her foot. Ellie's got unlucky not to get to it. But there's things in the build-up to that have caused that goal, where we've made mistakes and we've switched off. Whereas we need to be better at that. We need to score goals and get the ball back, have some possession, and settle ourselves down and go for another one, really.
Let's talk about the positives, though. You got 2 goals today, which we've been lacking in recent weeks in that department. Came from the youngster in Gabri, but it seemed the same combination between Hope, Summer and Gabri.
Yeah, I mean, the first one's great. It's come from our defensive corner. We say we don't do it enough. We've countered from defending a corner. 1-2 touch combinations up the pitch. Summer's played a lovely weighted ball into Gabri. Hope's done some great running to get us up the pitch as well. And yeah, it's a good finish. And then again, the second one, Ellie's gone long out of her hands. Hope's got the ball down. Little ball out wide to Summer into Gabri, and another great combination. Again, from defending, we've countered really well and scored 2 goals. We had enough possession in the second half where we pinned them in their box. We should have scored 2 or 3 more, I feel, and I think that's an area we're going to have to go back and look at again. I think we've done it all season. We've said all season that we need to be better and we need to be more clinical and see these games out, really.
What do you think is happening there? Do you think it's just composure in front of goal? The team's just being frantic and it's just like, oh my God, we need to score, and what's going on there?
I just think it's us. Every team likes to defend and play a lot better when it's us in this league for some reason. They step their game up, and we have to be more composed in the box. We're snatching at shots around the 18-yard box and in the area. We're shooting when we could be crossing. We're shooting from wide positions and off balance. There's a little bit of composure issues there, but again, I feel like in this league, every team sees our badge. Every team puts in another 10-15% because it's us.
And then, of course, as well today with that team selection, a little bit different. Obviously, introducing Gabri from the off came off well, but also there, Caitlin Cousins, co-captain for the reserves, getting her first start. She's already had a few appearances, but what did you make of her performance today?
Yeah, she done well. She's deserved it massively. She worked hard for the last 2 years. She's been at the club. As you say, she's a co-captain now. She's on that borderline to really push to be in and around the squad next year, and credit to her to go out there today and get 60 minutes against a tough opposition and play some lovely football, and had an opportunity in the first half to score as well, which is great for her as well.
So how do you take today's result and performance into the coming sort of weeks? Because you've got another week coming up of 3 games in 8 days and a couple of big ones, because it's again, we've got the Southampton under-23s coming up in the STFA Cup, but next week you're playing at the county ground. Yeah,
and I'm gutted. I'm supporting my partner in a half marathon that day, so nice big men's ground, and I'm going to miss it, but yeah, it's going to be a big occasion for Swindon. Again, like, we're playing at a men's National League ground here today. There's the opportunity to play at these grounds. We have to be better with the ball. We have to be better in our things. The ground cut doesn't come into it. The crux of it is we have to play our football, and we have to focus on that rather than, we're playing at the men's ground. So we'll look at us, we'll assess where we are, we'll look at what we need to work on over the next week leading into that game, and then leading into the 2 games following as well, with another midweek game in a short space of time. So I think that's the problem with this. You get that build-up of fixtures from the winter period where games are called off and semi-finals. But again, we're looking at that and going, we want revenge for the Hampshire Cup. We want to go out there and put right what was our performance last weekend. We could have won that game 5-6-0, but we lose 3-0. So yeah, we'll go away, reassess what we need to work on, and it'll be put onto the grass on this week.